just for chill, that's all. You from I have to ask why, but you don't want us to go to room now, but I don't want to go to the room, baby. She dragged me to the room. Damn, my speaker is low now, but damn, I hate to say this, it's in my soul, but I did go ahead, I have to pause. But I'm sure I'm repeating the story again.
Alright, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the voice of FX Adventure, and right about now I want to say good morning to each and every one of you that is joining live, and if we share the same time frame, good morning. I hope your night was great. Mine was good, although some cold here and there, but generally I'm okay. This is another beautiful day when we take our time to pretty much jump into the financial world and pretty much do what we know how to do best, which is basically analyzing the live market and looking out for sorry about that. Pretty much analyze the market and look out for what best opportunities do we have out there to execute on. Ideally, we start with the DXY, then the major pairs, then we drill down to like the cryptos, metals, etc. Okay, but before I continue, I would want to welcome each and every one. If you're joining new, we do this every day, Monday to Friday, morning section and afternoon section. Just like you're experiencing right about now, this is the morning section. We also have another section which is going to hold today again, but that will be in the afternoon section. In order not to waste time, we will go over the chart. Okay, we'll go over the chart and pretty much have an idea or come up with a story of what we think price is doing. Then with that, we can now also come up with what we think we should do. Okay. From the look of things, I think most of the drawings we have from yesterday's live stream, we're going to reuse them because I think price is still trading in that range. All right. Remember yesterday, for anybody that joined the live stream for yesterday, we pointed out something on DXY, which was that our bias on DXY was for a buy. And just like each and every one of you know, for the guys that have been consistent and been joining my live stream, they know how DXY correlates with the major pairs. I've been saying it and I keep on saying it each and every time we come live here. Okay, remember we pointed out that DXY is in a bullish structure and we expect DXY to buy. That was yesterday. We did not execute that because of how price was behaving that yesterday. So for today, the bias is still the same. As you guys can see that DXY is actually in the bullish territory. All right, it's in the bullish territory, and the plan is for them to push price all the way into the bearish territory, which is at the top there. All right, above that middle point you see right there. The bias is still the same. The story is still the same. The only thing we need to do right now is to watch out what price does and how we can, jump on it. Basically, all right. So I don't think I need to do much analysis here. Maybe for the new guys that did not join the yesterday's live stream, but for anybody that joined yesterday's live stream, I believe the drawing here will not be anything surprising. All right, because we on the yesterday's live stream, that was when we literally got all these drawings out. Okay, and nothing changed. Just like you can see, DXY is still trading right in the territory that it was at yesterday. So that's why nothing much has changed here. If you're wondering what time frame I'm on, because I know some of you guys might want to calibrate your chart to be the same with what I'm looking at here. Just want to let you know that this is the 15-minute time frame. So if you want to join or you want to see the same thing that I'm seeing here, what you just need to do is to set up your chart to be on the 15-minute time frame, and once you do that, that would literally be the same thing that I'm looking at is the same thing you would most likely be looking at. All right, so with that said, that's what we think on the XY. Without wasting time, we'll drop down to the Euro USD. Okay, let's see what the Euro USD did throughout midnight yesterday. Let's see. My network is a little bit shady, so I want to apologize for that, because right now I can see it's not loading up properly. It's not loading up so properly. Okay. Okay, it's coming up now. So this is what we have here on Euro USD. I think the chart is still trying to load up some more. Okay, for some reason the middle point here is gone, so I'm going to draw it out again. But yeah, same story here, just like we have on the DXY. The only thing here is that we'll be doing the opposite of what DXY is doing, right? I believe you guys know that already, so it's not like it's not anything new. And you know the reason why, right? If you don't know the reason why, ask your question and I will explain. This is the middle point. I'll tell you the middle points. So there is the middle point. Okay. On the Euro USD, you can see that price is actually in the bearish territory. Hello Ferranmi, how you doing? Good morning. I hope your night was great. I see you. This is another day to be awesome. The call we had on USD JPY yesterday, remember we did not take it because of the time. The market later bought in the night. Yeah, it later bought. But I don't feel bad about that because at the time we were on the chart, price wasn't aligned properly. So I don't feel bad about it. Maybe I feel bad that the market later bought and went to our direction. But I don't feel bad because according to our rule book, we shouldn't engage price at that time. So that's why I'm not feeling bad about it. All right. Same story here on Euro USD. Just like I said, the opposite of what's happening on DXY, expect it to be what is going on the major pairs. And Euro USD being part of the major pairs, you can see it's quite the opposite of what DXY is doing. All right. So now you can see that Euro USD is actually in the bearish territory. It's in the place where we would like it to be at. All right. So majorly what we'll be looking out for now is what price does and how we can align ourselves to that thing. All right. So we'll keep a close eye on this and see what price does further. But for now, we are able to determine what territory price is trading in, and the general trend price is running with. Okay. Remember, what we decoded from, or what our analysis or the speculation we got from DXY is that DXY is in a bullish structured market, and not only that, price is currently in the bullish territory. Okay, and not only that, price is also showing signs of reversal on the general grand scheme of things, although I'll be more focused on the internal structure of things. But if the bigger picture is pointing at a direction that we are aligned with, then I think that's fair enough for us. All we need to do now is to build up our story around that bias and build up a story around that speculation and see how we can observe price to give us signs and setup that will align to those speculations that we come up with. All right. So just wanted to let you guys know that. So this is the DXY like I pointed out. All right. Below that middle point is the bullish territory. Above that middle point is the bearish. All right. So that's that about that. So we'll have a look. We've already looked at Euro USD. We'll have a quick look on British Pound USD because we need to cover up most of the currency pairs we have here on our watch list. Okay. The reason is that we need to go through them, pick out the pairs that are more aligned or looks more interesting to what we want. All right, that's what we'll do, and we'll now align ourselves properly in the right direction based off on those currency pairs that we were able to come up with that we feel like has higher probability chance of getting a good entry at. All right, so remember, like I told you guys, this is a probability game, so you need to make sure you lean towards the side that has higher probability chance of having good results in them. All right, so we've already looked at Euro USD. Same thing, similar thing that is going on DXY, just the opposite of it, but similar. directions, market structure, and everything. All right, so DXY is currently running on a bullish market structure, which is a series of higher lows, whereas here on a Euro USD is running on a series of lower lows. All right, so that's why we are saying that the general trend here is actually bearish. All right, we are not focusing on the internal structure, we are looking at the bigger structure. Then we are now using the internal structure to align ourselves to the bigger structure. All right, so let's head over to the British pound USD, because we need to go through them as fast as possible so that we can have time to now go over them maybe for the second time to pick out the most probable entries and the most interesting pairs. All right, so on British pound USD, I think we should have some joins here also. Thank you. Yeah, that's it there. My network is a little bit shitty though, not gonna lie. Network is shitty. It's finding it hard to load up some of the charts here, and I hope it's not affecting my live stream. I just hope so.
My speaker is low now, but damn, I hate to say this, in my soul, but I did go ahead. I have to pause.
I need to see what price did before now. Okay, I can see that now. Yeah, this guy is also in a very structured market from what I'm seeing, but I need this guy to load up some more. I want to see the past previous price actions so that I can align myself properly. Okay, I want to apologize for the slow network. It's not really my fault. It's my network providers that is messing up. If I have if I have power over it, I would want it to be a lot better, because I for one is affecting me. Okay, did he take out this high? Let me see. Did he take out this high? Oh, okay. I think he took out this high. So British pound is a little bit different. Let me see if he took out that high though. Well, we can arguably say it did take out that high. So if I'm to say anything here, I think British pound USD is actually in a bullish structured price, although it's a very tiny one, but yeah, it's valid. Even if it's a dot, it's still valid. So it's in a bullish structured price. Now I'm tempted to confirm that of Euro USD, but I think I know that of Euro USD is looking bearish. Let me see. My network is really slowing down my analysis, and it's not fun. It's not fun for me. Okay, let's see. Come on now, load up.
I'm sure I'm repeating the story again.
I just hope my crappy network is not messing up the live stream, because I don't know, it's taking a little bit of time to load up the previous price actions, and I just want to look at it to be sure, because what I saw on British pound, by some small margin managed to break out of the previous high that was meant to be protected, and by that simple act By that simple act, I think the market have flipped to a bullish structure on the British pound standpoint of things. So I'm just going back and in time on Euro USD to confirm some of the market structure there to see if I'm properly aligned, because I wouldn't want to be misaligned. All right, I don't want to be misaligned. All right, I think here is enough. Okay, more is loading. So if we take this low, this is a high. Okay, we'll move. This high is protected. As a matter of fact, I'm going to build out a line to be sure. We use this to mark those highs and the low. Okay, you see market traded, we came here, we broke out of it, so now this is the high that is controlling price. We'll bring it down there, and this one will now be the low that is now controlling price. We'll bring this one down here. Price traded in that range, up and down, up and down. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I see, I see, I see, I see, I see. Okay. I just saw something now. Sorry about that. I just saw something now. So this guy apparently we are even using the wrong swing. See, thank God we saw that. Thank God I saw that. So it's still in a very structured market, considering the fact that price came down here and changed it. So this guy here should be the top, or let's call it the high. Okay, and this guy here should be the low. I just figured it out now, and like I said, thank God I did, because if we use the other swing, we would have been focusing on the internal structure, whereas the bigger picture is here. Then this is the middle point. Now it makes sense. You see, price came down to the middle point, bounce. Came down to the middle point, bounce. Okay, now it makes sense. It makes sense right now. So yeah, I think we've been able to get this guy aligned properly. So now we know the middle point, we know the high, we know the low. So this low is the low controlling price, that high is the high controlling price. Every other thing, price is just trading within them. So we also divide it into half, and yeah, euro is in the what, bearish territory. The bottom part of things is the bullish territory. So yeah, it aligns properly now. So thank God I noticed that and I had to correct it. So this is the right thing here. All right. So let's head back to what we were doing. Remember, we looked at British pound USD. So the general structure, according to what we saw, is it's in a bullish structured price. My network needs to help me out here. It's really slow loading up the chart. I don't know if it's from TradingView or if it's just my network. I can't really tell the difference. But either ways, we keep going, right? I think it's slow, but at least it's steady. All right, now it has loaded it up. Come on now, please load up. I don't have time for this. Okay, it has loaded up. Just want to do another confirmation here, but I think I've already confirmed what I needed to confirm here. Our low, our high. Okay, I'll mark out this low. I'll mark out this high. Okay, here we came. I don't know the trend it's coming from, but I know the market will show us what trend it's currently on. Okay, he came here, broke out that low. Okay, so now this is now a high here, and the low is now there. Okay, then market came back up. Did you take out that high? I want to be sure again. Okay, now okay, it didn't necessarily take it out. You can see here, now I zoomed in, you can see price wicked them. There was no close above it, it was just dropping wicks. Okay, so I can still say that GBP is still somewhat bearish. Okay, let me zoom in from here. We took the top. Okay, maybe we did not align it well. The top is there. Okay, in price, every little detail matters. All right, don't feel like, oh, it doesn't matter. What's the difference there? It's some fraction distance and difference. No, everything matters. All right, now that I moved it a little bit down, yeah, for me it's bullish. It's bullish. You see this, you see that candle there? That candle there broke out of it, then market came back down immediately. But for me, that little breakout there really counts. All right, so for me, I'd rather speculate that British pound USD is looking is in a bullish structure rather than just use because it's a tiny breakout and I'll say it's not a breakout. No, I'll consider it to be a breakout and I'll consider it to be a bullish structured price. But are we going to be buying from where price is there? No, obviously not. We'll wait for price to trade back down, at least close to that middle point, then for the buy to continue going up. All right, so that's the best option or the most the best probable entry we can get on that. Okay, so we won't waste time on that. Let's head over to the Aussie dollar USD. On the Aussie dollar USD, still similar to what other major pairs are still doing, of which I know you guys are not surprised with that because we pretty much had a look at this on yesterday's price. Okay, just like I did for Euro USD and British Pound USD, I would like to go back in time to be sure we are properly aligned. Okay, just to see that we are properly aligned. Okay, broke out here. There's the low. The low came in, they broke out of it, broke out of the high, making it a bullish structure here. Okay, now they came back down, took out the low, making it now a bearish structure, with this high being the controlling high here. All right, we'll zoom out a bit. Did this guy take out the low? Yes, it did take out the low, so this guy is correct. This guy is 100% correct, and it's in a very structured price. All right, so similar thing here. We'll be looking for a sell because our price is in a bearish structure and it's also in the bearish what do you call it, environment. All right, territory. Yeah, it's in a bearish territory. So Looking for a sell was much more better for us here. All right, we'll still come back to it. New Zealand USD. I don't know. I'm beginning to thinking of removing this New Zealand USD from my watch list. But we can just have a look. But generally, I think it's still going to be the same. I think it's going to be the same with every other guy that we've looked at because it's part of the major pair. All right, so here I'm going to delete some of the drawings here just to have a cleaner chart.
Why you want to take me out? I see why.
Okay,
You wanna take me out at night?
of course, this is the high.
Baby,
And this is the low.
you gotta take it easy, you're killing me.
We get the midpoint.
I say baby, you gotta take it easy on me.
Actually, you can see New Zealand
I told you so.
New Zealand dollar USD is actually in a
Don't want to chill.
it's actually in the bullish territory. So looking for a sell from here is it's not advisable.
Can you tell me what's in your
All right.
mind?
So that's what we can depict from that. Let's look at Canadian dollar USD.
Now you frowning like
Okay, we've already had our drawings on that. That was from yesterday. Okay. You can see that Canadian dollar USD is in a bullish structured price. Yeah, obviously you can see that. And not only that, price is currently in the bullish territory. Okay, price is currently in the bullish territory. All right, so something we can look out for here.
I hate to say this, killing my soul, but I did go ahead. I have to go.
It's in the bullish territory, so yeah.
I'm repeating the story again.
We'll look at this. We'll take note of what price is going to do further on this. But yeah, it's in the bullish territory, but the price formation is not looking so fantastic. That's the only issue I have with this morning setups. And I'm not only speaking only on Canadian dollar USD. I'm generally speaking, but we'll still come back to that. We will still come back to that. So this is on gold. Gold is setting up a new top. And remember what I told you guys, we don't want to be buying from where gold is. Usually would want price to come right back down a little bit into the midpoint. Then we can go for the buy. All right, then we can go for the buy. Then we can go for the buy. So that's what I envision on gold. Gold is the middle point. That's the middle point there. We have the top, the bottom, the middle point. So like I said, we don't want to be buying when price is where in the bearish territory. Right, we like price to come down in the bullish territory that we can start looking for our buys. All right, this is a Japanese yen, British pound, or British pound, Japanese yen. Don't usually trade this guy. I don't usually trade this guy. For me, I'll leave this guy alone. I'll remove it from my watch list. Actually, I don't usually trade that guy. US oil. It's still trading in the range that we drew out yesterday. Okay, still in that range. Although it's a bullish structured price, as you guys can see, the controlling bottom, the controlling high is there. Where the price is currently trading at, we don't want to be buying from there because of the obvious reason that price is currently trading in the bearish territory. In as much as the general market structure is bullish, that doesn't still negate the fact that the top part of this place is the bearish territory, because if there is any reversal that might come in, it will start from the bearish territory. So that's why we avoid taking any buy in the bearish territory. And I'm not saying that when you take a buy there that it's a must, it's going to be a failed entry. All right, it's not a must, but remember what I tell you guys, we are only interested in aligning ourselves towards those places where we would have higher probability chance of having a good entry. All right, so that's the only reason why we try to focus on those territories that we know that the bulls will be more interested in. And not only that, we'll focus on those territories where if we have an entry, we stand a chance of having a good risk to reward ratio. All right, so an example now is if you enter a buy here now, where will your TP be? Your TP, that means your TP will now be a bit higher, high above the top there, and there's high chances that price might want to break that top and they will reverse going back down. So that's not a good higher probability trade. All right, so that's just basically what I'm just trying to say on that. So US oil is still trading in the range we had from yesterday. The general market structure is bullish, so that means what US oil has been doing is dropping series of higher lows. All right, so for me it's still bullish, and there is more bullish move to anticipate here. The only issue we have with the price action here is that price is currently in the in the bearish territory. So that's why we are not so much interested on taking any trade on US oil for now. All right, depending on what price does, maybe later today, tomorrow, I don't know. But for now, we are not going to be taking anything. So based on the prices we've looked at this morning, the only guys that are properly aligned is Euro USD, British Pound USD, and Aussie Dollar USD. The only difference in the three of them, no, I think the guys that are more aligned is Euro USD actually and Aussie Dollar. British Pound is looking slightly different because of the fact that the external structure on British Pound is pointing on the bullish part of things. All right, but the external structure is Euro USD and Aussie Dollar USD share the same trend, which is in a very structured price. All right. So what the only issue between both of them is that the internal structure, what price is doing on the internal, is not entirely aligned to the direction that we expect price to go. So we would have to take more time and see how price develops in both of them. Then based on what price does in the nearest future, maybe 1 hour time, 30 minutes time, depending on how many the time that price would want to use to do that, then we can come back to it and see if we can make a decision around it. Okay, so with that, let's step down to the S&P 500. All right, the S&P 500 is still trading in the range we drew out from yesterday. Okay, the general market outlook here is a bullish structure, which is looking very, very good. All right, the only thing I would want S&P 500 to do for us right now, which I'll be very, 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 very highly interested in, although the internal structure here is looking like they want to do something interesting, but nothing to be excited about. What I would largely want S&P 500 to do is to trade down into that middle point. Okay, all right, trade down into this middle point, then from here this is where I would want to engage. All right, that's where I would want to engage. So this is what I would want S&P 500 to do. The general market outlook for me on the S&P 500 is looking very interesting. It's looking interesting, to be honest. All right, I think it's looking good, but the only thing is that price is currently in the bearish territory. Assuming the price action here is actually building up below here, it's a good entry for me. Okay, but like I said, I will need price to trade down, maybe close to the midpoint or go slightly below it, then show us a good reversal move, then we'll jump on it. All right, but for now, even if the price gives us a reversal move where it is now, we are not going to take it, because I think the reversal move is about to form here, but we are not going to take it because of the fact that price is in the bearish territory. Just because of that reason, that's why I will not be interested. All right, mind you, I can be wrong about it. And what do I mean I can be wrong about it? Mind you that market can still reverse from here and start buying. All right, market can still reverse from this bearish territory and keep on buying and keep on buying. All right, but like I always say, and like I said a few minutes ago, and like I'm still saying it again, we are not interested in that. We are only interested in aligning ourselves in the place or in the places where we expect higher probability. So for me, where I envision higher probability is anywhere here. All right, anywhere below that battle line. That battle line is the same thing with our middle line. So yeah, anywhere below that battle line is where we would want to engage. Anything that is happening at the top, we are not interested. All right, so let's go over to BTC USD. Okay, you guys remember this our drawing on BTC USD? Do you see what happened, guys? I don't know if one Buffet is here. I don't know if one Buffet is here. We had a call on BTC USD. That was yesterday. We had a call on BTC USD on yesterday, and on the yesterday's live stream, I remember I pointed out something, and why Buffet was the one that answered that question. Remember when I pointed out this candle here with a non-bottom wick? If you guys remember yesterday when price was trading around there, I told you guys that since price dropped a non-bottom wick here, expect price to come and take it out. What did price later do? Price later came down that evening, took it out. They attempted to go up again, came down for the last destruction. After that destruction, the market later bought. That was our call yesterday. The only reason we did not jump on it was that all this price action what happened yesterday happened in the night. All right, remember, we don't trade at night. Once it's 3:30, that's when we close the stream. Okay, so all the things you see here happened in the night. All right, but largely you can see that our speculation was still right. All right, we speculated price to do what? Come down, take out that non-bottom wick candle, and once it comes down, where is price? Price is in the what? It's in the bullish territory. It's in the bullish territory. Remember, I tell you guys, anywhere below that middle point is the bullish territory. You see what price did after coming back down there? You get a very good reversal, and you see how price bought right back up. Okay, so that's that for you on BTC USD. It's quite unfortunate that the whole setup happened in the midnight. All right, this was in the night. All right, if you pay attention, for the guys that are in the same time zone with me everything you see here happened at night. So that's why we missed out on this entry. But the good thing is that the general outlook, our bias, our system of trading is still what price obeyed to move up. So what we just need to do now, we need to readjust our top and bottom, because now you can see a new top is now being formed here and a new bottom is already formed. So we just have to adjust it and we get the middle point on that, and we continue our analysis. Okay, so that's the middle point for BTC USD. As you guys can see, BTC is still trading on a bullish structured market. Let's not forget that it's trading on a bullish structured market, which is what a series of higher lows. All right, so as you guys can see, price is still in a bearish territory. We don't want to be buying when price is above there, just like I showed you guys on that yesterday's structure. We want what? We want market to trade below the middle point. Then from here we can look for a good reversal to continue pushing the price up. That's basically the plan here. We don't want to be buying from here, even if they give us a reversal pattern above that middle point. We don't want to buy it. We are not interested. And I'm not saying that it's going to be a false entry or anything like that. No, all I am interested in is where do I have a higher probability chance of having an entry that is going to be a win. And if I weigh the probability of having an upward entry in the at the top here, or comparing it to the below, the probability of having a good entry here for a buy is more compared to when you are looking for a buy at the above here. Okay, that's just it. It's nothing. There's no other reason why. All right, we are just focused on probability, higher probability, rather than just entries. All right, so that's that about that. So that's for BTC USD. So for us to envision any entry here or anticipate another entry on BTC USD, we just have to be patient, wait for price to trade below the middle point or around the middle point. Then we can now look for that reversal pattern that we can use to drive price back up again, and that way we would have a higher probable entry that would work out. All right, I think same story happened on USD JPY. It's quite unfortunate. I've deleted my drawings. Did I? Yeah, we had a call on USD JPY for the guys that joined the live streaming yesterday. Remember, we had a bullish entry here on USD JPY. The reason why we did not take it was because of the fact that the time interval, or the time gap rather, not the time interval, the time gap we wanted price to pick our entry elapsed. If you guys remember, in the morning section yesterday, we had a call on that USD JPY, and we had a pending order that we held for a very long time. All right, but immediately it was 9:30 in the morning. I think that was it here. Yeah, if you guys remember, the entry was around here. I've deleted the drawing, but I can still replicate it because of course it's my I can still replicate it. Okay, yeah, it was something like this. All right, so we had the entry. We were hoping for price to come into it around there. Of course, our stop loss was in that low, and we were aiming for a 2 to 1 above. Okay, remember here, I'm trying to see. Okay, let me move this a little bit. This candle here, let me put a vertical line there. That vertical line you see there, that red candle there was the red candle that was printed around 9:30. You see, when we waited for price to drop into it around 9:30, it did not reach our entry. And according to my rule book, once it's 9:30, if the price has not yet taken my order, I'll remove the order and wait for the afternoon section. All right, and you can see what price literally did. It did not pick our entry at 9:30, so we deleted our pending order. But you saw how price later came into it immediately after 9:30. The next candle was what came into the order. They picked the order, all right, but we have already removed our entry there, and voila, every other thing happened in the midnight. All right, all this move you see here is in the midnight. So you see what price later did, and it's still buying this morning. And the aim is what? They are going for that middle point. So the only place we might envision some rejection coming in now will be at that middle point. All right, so this would have been a very good entry for us, but it is what it is. There's no need to cry over spilled milk. The good thing is that we followed our strategy, all right, but the bad thing is that we missed out on that entry, but it's still okay. This is one of, there is high chances that it would have been a loss. So yeah, the good thing is we follow our strategy, and we keep on doing that. All right, so that was the call on USD JPY. Due to the fact that we are still in the bullish territory, if we see a pullback, then maybe another reversal pattern forms, then we might jump on it to buy back the market to enter the bearish territory. All right, but we'll sit down and observe more and see what USD JPY is going to do. But one thing we can see for sure is that price is still trading in the bullish territory. All right, so that means if we see a bullish sign here, it's a good setup. All right, thank you very much on that. So that means that's that about that. So let's head over to Aussie dollar and Swiss francs. Okay, Swiss franc. So on this particular guy, obviously, let's see the general trend. The general trend is bearish. It's obvious. I can see that. And price is where? Price is in the bearish territory, which is good, which is super good. So what do we envision? What do we envision on this particular price? For me, I'm aiming to sell. I'm aiming to sell this price. Okay. I'm aiming to sell Aussie dollar Swiss francs. All right. For the obvious reason that the general market structure that I see here is on a bearish trend. I just want to be sure. That's why I'm going a little bit back in time. We have this low. This low was protected until it came here and broke out of it. This is the high that broke it out. All right. Came here, it dropped a low. Okay. Let me mark it out just to be sure. Okay, came here, broke out from the top, making it now a bullish structure. The low now is this guy. Okay, you can see from that top, market came back down, broke it. So this is where it changed to a bearish structure. So it makes sense. So it's a bearish structure price. So we can see the pullback coming in, which is good. which is good. So what I'm going to wait for now, I think this is the guy I'm going to trade this morning. The only issue I have with this guy right now is the way this first quarter is looking like. That's the only issue I have, but it's not so much of an issue because it's something that I think we can I think it's something price will balance it out for us. So, but for me, a bearish move here looks okay. For the obvious reason that the general market structure is looking bearish, and currently price is actually in the bearish territory. Okay, it's in the bearish territory. So all we need now is for the internal structure to align itself properly. All right, I like the way that price is doing. So let's look at the XNS just to have a bigger picture, and it's Aussie dollar Swiss franc. All right, let's see the bigger picture here. Oh, I love this. A lot of confluence is coming in here. Do you guys remember my analysis? There was this strategy I came up with on the EMA. Do you guys remember the EMA strategy where I told you guys where you have the 21 EMA trading below the 100 EMA and price comes up, touches the 100 EMA. It doesn't have to break it. If it touches the 100 EMA and closes back below the 21 EMA, there is high chances of having that entry to be a good entry. And you can see here that's the exact thing that is happening, and just it's happening here, it also aligns with the fact that the bias here is a sell bias, and also considering the fact that the price is currently in the bearish territory. So I think if we have a crossover in the 21 EMA, this is going to be a super duper entry, and I'll be very, very interested to see what price is going to do here. All right, so let's take note of that. I think in all of our analysis here, the guy that is closest to what we would want to take is this particular guy here, this Aussie dollar Swiss franc. All right, so let's see what price is going to do on that level. If we have a close below the 21 EMA, I would want to engage price immediately. And I like the number of pips here based on the slippage is 0.9. It's not even up to 1. I like that. I like that about this pair. All right, mind you, this is not casted on concrete. Don't take my word for it. All right, as a matter of fact, I am wrong most of the time. All right, you can see basically what we do here, how we analyze is basically everything is based on higher probability chances. All right, I can even look for more confluence. Okay, if I look at the RSI is a little bit the story RSI is telling is a little bit different. The story the RSI is telling is a bit different, but I think I am much more okay with the other confluence that I've been able to see. Let's see if price is going to close below the 21 EMA, then we will engage after that. But if that's not the case, it's still fine. We'll see what price does. The only issue I have, like I said, is the fact that where the Q1 of the day, how it formed, that's the only issue I have around that. But generally, every other thing on this Aussie dollar Swiss franc is looking very, very aligned to what we expect from price. All right, so keep a close eye on this. I think this is where we'll spend our morning section. I think we've looked at other pairs. Other pairs are looking slightly okay, but if I compare the alignments of what we expect in all the currency pairs I have here in my watch list, the guy that is closest to what we want is this Aussie dollar Swiss francs, and that's why we will spend more time on it right here on the channel. All right, so largely our time will be spent here, so let's take a seat and sit down and observe what price is doing. All right, let's observe and see.
But you don't want us to go room now, but I don't want to go room, baby. She dropped me to
Then
the
if anybody joining live and you have any currency pair you would want us to look at, feel free to drop it on the chat section. I see 4 people currently joining live and I'm seeing only 1 like. Please, if you're joining us live, please, the only way you can pay us back or encourage us to continue what we are doing is to like the videos, and also liking the video will help the algorithm to suggest the video to other viewers or users that would be interested in the kind of content we make here. Also feel free to share with your family, friends, well-wishers, lovers, ex, anybody at all that you feel like would want to engage on what we do here. All right, that's that about that. So for the guys that are liking the video, I really appreciate you guys. And if you're joining for the first time, remember to subscribe, turn on the notification, because we do this every day. All right, Monday to Friday, morning sections and afternoon sections. All right, so that's that about that. Let's see if we're going to get a crossover here, then we will engage price like never before.
told you so we can chill, but now you don't want to chill. What the hell is going on? I just want to chill, but it's like you got something up in your mind.
So the first candle failed to close below. So let's see if this guy is going to close below. All right, so this is a new candle, so we have another 15 minutes or so, or 14 minutes thereabout to wait. So yeah, we just have to wait and see how, if it's going to break, if it's going to break that 21 EMA, which is what we would want. Just that the only issue now I have with that price action there is the fact that there is no top wick. There is no top wick, so that's the only issue I have with that guy. But maybe we can overlook that. I don't know. It depends on what price does. All right, how price sets itself up. We can determine if we want to overlook that, but I don't like overlooking that because anytime that happens, price always comes back to that level. So we'll see how we can account for that in any decision we are going to make around there. All right, if you guys have any other pair you want us to look at, please feel free to drop it on the chat section and we'll look at it together. All right, but for now I'm more focused on that Aussie dollar Swiss francs. All right, I see a couple of people joining and I'm still seeing 1 like. I'm still saying please and please. It's a plea. I know it's your like. All right, it's your like. You decide whether you want to give it or not, but there's no need to keep on holding back the like. If you're still joining the video by now, it means that you enjoy the content we do here. So if you enjoy it, please give us the like. Thank you. And also feel free to share with friends and families and well wishers. All right, let's see how price is going to behave this morning. And if you're joining for the first time, like I said, we do this every day. We do this every day. All right, we do this every day, Mondays to Friday, morning sections and afternoon section. I also have a Discord channel if you want to join. It's totally free. You don't pay for anything. Just let me know in the chat section and I'll send you the link for you to join. And if you are interested in the content we do here and you don't want to miss out on our live streams, all right, because like I said, we'll do this morning and afternoon. So for you not to miss out, I'll recommend you subscribe and turn on the notification, so anytime we come live you would always get notification, and also you will see it on your feeds whenever we come live. All right, so we've pretty much just if you in case you're joining now, we've pretty much looked at the all the items we have here in my watch list. But just in case you missed out on each and every one of them, or you missed out on any, let me know. We can go over them again. All right, we can go over them one more time just for you to have a clear picture of what's going on there. So right about now we are waiting for a crossover on Aussie dollar Swiss franc, which is this guy here. All right, once we see a crossover, then we might engage price here. We'll engage price here. Most definitely we'll engage price here. We'll try to short the price. Remember, we are looking to sell Aussie dollar Swiss franc, and that's the only guy that we've been able to pick out. We also have the economic calendar. Let's have a look. Today is 2nd September. So this is all the news we have for today, but I like to filter out the high impact news, which is the red folder and maybe the orange folder news. So if I do that, we have a couple of euro news coming up around 10 a.m. We have this guy around 3. This is on the UXD, and then we have also one around 7. So these are the news we have. None of them is going to affect us. Maybe this 3 o'clock news might affect us, but usually our afternoon section live stream closes around 3:30, so I believe we will experience this news on the afternoon section. So if you don't want to miss out on that, try as much as possible to make yourself available for the afternoon section. Okay, I see some buys coming in, not like a buy, but some rejection coming in there, which is fine. Remember, I told you there was a non-top wick candle there. I think the whole essence of this now is for them to take out that top wick. But in all this buy, they didn't take it out still. Well, it is what it is. We just have to be patient. There is no need to rush. We just have to be patient and see what price does there. All right. We just have to be patient and see what price does there. If you have any question, please feel free to use the chat section and ask your questions. I'm here to answer you guys' question. All right. I would want this live streaming to be more interactive as ever before. All right. I want it to be interactive as ever before. Firami, are you on the call? Are you on the live stream? If you're on the live stream, can you let me know in the chat section? I actually looked out for that Demon Slayer, the something tower. I looked for it. Maybe I'm looking for it in the wrong places, but I wasn't. I didn't find it. I wasn't able to get it, and just wanted to be sure what medium did you use in watching yours. So if you're joining live, just let me know in the chat section, Ferrami, if you're still here. All right. Okay, good to know you're here. Yeah. So the Demon Slayer, the movie. Yeah, I looked for it yesterday. What medium did you use? You can just type it so I can Google it or something. You don't have to stress yourself. Or you can even drop the message on the Discord, right?